Hi everyone, in this video we will talk about Notifications API and we will learn about how to show desktop notifications with the help of JavaScript. This is the coding exercise that we are going to do. We have a web page with a button and when we click on the button it kicks off a dummy task that completes after a few seconds. And once the task is complete and if the page is hidden just because the user has moved on to a different website or the user has minimized the browser, then in that case we want to display a desktop notification. Also, when the user clicks on the desktop notification, we want to take the user back to that web page. So how should we go about it? At a pretty high level, we need to do these two things. The first one is to ask for the permission to show desktop notifications. And the second one is check if the permission is granted and if the page is not visible. Then send the notification. Now let's start coding. This is a demo program that I've prepared. And when I click on this start task, it will kick off a dummy task. And the task will be completed in like few seconds. And the expectation is that before this task is completed and we get this message, if the user has moved on to a different web page or if the user has minimized the browser, then we want to display a desktop notification on the right hand side somewhere here. Now let's start coding. So this is the button that starts the start task and this is the function that gets executed, and after 8 seconds, since this is a dummy task, the task is getting completed. So the first step is for this notifications API is to ask for the permission. So I am going to write document dot add event listener and I want to listen to this DOM content loaded event and I want to execute this callback function. So here we want to ask for the permissions. So let's create a new function for it. So function request notification permission. So here we will ask for permission and let's create one more function that will check whether the permission is granted or not. So is permission granted, and here we will check if the permission is granted or not. So to request the notification permission, I would write notification dot request permission, and I would execute this then function, and then I would call this, and I would just type whatever permission user has selected. So console.log permission status and then result, whatever result of that request permission is. So if the user accepts the permission, then it will be granted, otherwise it will be denied, and by default it's just default. So there are three statuses of permissions: granted, denied, and default, and we are looking for this granted permission. Now I want to do one more thing here. Usually a lot of browsers should support this notification API, but let's just write if notification, then only we are going to request this permission. So this is done, and let's check one more thing here. If the browser supports notification and if the permission is not granted, then only we are going to request for this permission. And here I am just going to write request notification permission. So here, once the DOM is loaded, we are asking for the permissions. Now let's fill this notification granted, and this is pretty simple. So I just want to do return notification and notification dot permission equal to granted. So this is a pretty simple way of checking the permissions. Now we have written this, we have also requested the permission. Now let's go here, and now we want to show desktop notification. So we have two criteria. The first is if the permission is granted. So we will check if is permission granted, and the second criteria is that the page should be hidden. So I would just check here document dot visibility state is not equal to visible. This means that the web page is not visible, and I will write request permission is permission granted. Now here we want to show the desktop notification. So let's create one more function for it. Function show notification, and I want to accept three arguments here. The first one is the icon associated with this notification, the title, and the body associated with this notification. And what I want to do here is call this show notification. So here I would do this show notification, and the icon would be, let me pick up this my channel image, the coding concepts. And by the way, if you have not subscribed yet, and I would request you to please subscribe and support this channel. And let me do it here. So now I've copied this, so this would be my icon. The second one is title, so let's just write the coding concepts notification, and let's say the body would be dummy task completed successfully. That's it. Now we have given this show notification. Let's save this, and now let's show the notification. So it's pretty simple. All you have to do is create a new constant notification equal to new notification. As soon as you do this new notification, it's gonna create a new notification and send it to your machine. So, and here I'm going to do three things here. The title of the task, so I would just copy title, and here I would just do icon and the icon associated with this notification and the body. And if you are opening this HTML page or using this notifications API on a mobile phone, then you can do this vibrate. So whenever the notification comes up, it's gonna vibrate your device for, let's say, 200,000 milliseconds, so 2 seconds. Yes. Now we have created this notification. Now we also want to close this notification. So when the user comes back to this page, we want to close this notification. So I'm going to write it down, document.add event listener, and I want to do this visibility change, and I want to invoke a callback function here. So here what I want to do is if document dot visibility state is equal to visible, which means the user has come back to this page, I want to close this notification dot close. And let's do one more thing. Now when the user clicks on that notification, we want to navigate the user or take the user back to this web page. So for that, we will need to do notification dot on click is equal to function, and this would be window dot focus. So that's it. I think we should be good enough to test this program, and let's see what happens. I'm going to start HTTP server, and let's go back to our web page and let's reload it. And it is asking me whether I want to show the notifications or not, like whether. So I'm going to click allow and click on start task, and then go to a different tab, and we should see the notification here. And when I click on this, it should take me back to this web page. So this is all about the notification API, and we saw how we can create the notifications and how we can take the users back to the web page. And I hope you like this video, and if you find this video useful, please share it with others, and I will see you with another API.